Thanks, Will. Okay, so I'm Joe Crosthwait. I'm glad to see everybody, and I'm on the staff of St. Paul's, one of the pastors there. But anyway, that's not why I'm up here. I'm up here because when Ascent got started, they needed somebody to lead the Wednesday night family life group that got together that was required by the program that Ascent had. They had to do one night for spiritual development, spiritual formation, and they needed somebody to run it. And Teddy said, would I run it? And I said, well, sure, I'll try that. And but I knew Teddy a long time ago. We went to a concert in the 60s, and I don't remember this because if you really went through the 60s, you really don't remember it, the 60s. But I looked it up today on Google, and it turns out that on July 10th, 1966, Teddy and I were at a concert, Memorial Hall in Kansas City, and I didn't meet her, I didn't know her until 40 years later. But anyway, we saw Herman and the Hermits and the Animals together at that concert. And then we're on a car on the way to Ohio to some church conference about Alpha, of all things. And we're out of topics to talk about, and we start talking about, well, what concerts have you been at? And I thought I was going to trump everybody because I saw Herman and the Hermits and the Animals. And she said, well, I did too. So anyway, and we were at that same concert. But anyway, she asked me to lead this group, and I've been going to St. Paul's and leading groups, and so I was happy to do that. And it changed my life too, but that's a story for another day. But I want to describe this group. Half the people would come from the Ascent Recovery House. They were all men at that time. And half the group, ideally half the group, would be people from St. Paul, just regular old people that might not have a recovery history or recovery background. Some of them did. But we would get together in a room and we would talk about things, and we'd watch a little video, and I just lead a discussion. And what I noticed is that the guys from Ascent would come in with concerns that were very close to themselves. And they talk about themselves, but not a whole lot of details, and they had like a meology. They are all about themselves, a meology. And over the weeks, they would develop relationships with people from St. Paul's and with each other, and with the attending churches that they kind of felt they had to do. And they developed a weology. There was relationships going on. So it went from meology to weology, and then St. Paul's, of course, smart as they are, took that as an opportunity to with all gentleness, to relate to these people what the reason is for the joy that we have. And so that happened in those rooms in the Ascent Recovery Program. And so meology went to weology, went to theology, and lives were changed. And I just, Teddy, you've been a big impact on my life. But anyway, so one of the songs the Animals did, and if you're of an age, you'll know it. It's called The House of the Rising Sun. There is a house in Joplin town they call Ascent Recovery Residences, a 501c3 corporation, non-profit organized under the laws of the state of Missouri, and accordingly all donations are tax deductible, and it's been salvation for many a poor soul, and me, oh God, I'm one, oh God, I'm one. Its founder, she's named Teddy Steen. She wears blue moons, bedazzled blue jeans. And the only time that she's satisfied is when one more soul gets clean, one more soul gets clean. Now Teddy wants to thank you all for coming out to Rhinestones and Rawhide tonight at the lovely Red Door Barn, for you set the Cubs and Cardinals game aside, the Cubs and Cardinals game aside. Now the only thing the Rhinestones and Rawhide needs is someone famous and well known to MC. Now Stacy Garville, well, she fills that bill, but who is this Gary Vandy? is even on TV. I had to fix it because you're married now. And thanks go out to the renowned Aaron Brown, lead pastor at St. Paul's Methodist Church, as you send your flock into the breach once more. Oh, when Methodists meet with Methodists, meet with Methodists. Now people, won't you promise me not to tell the bishop what we have done? We sponsored a raffle, a game of chance. Won't you help with this cover-up, with this cover-up? Oh, people, you cowgirls and cowboys, and any others out there in between, whatever. We want to be correct and not offend, but we hope there's a church of your choice where you can spend some time in love and ministry, in the house of the risen Son, of the risen Son. 'Cause it's one foot on the platform, and the other foot is on the train. Get back aboard sobriety and be released from that ball and chain, from that ball and chain. Well, there is a house in Joplin town they call Ascent Recovery, and it's meant salvation for many a poor soul. And me, oh God, I'm one, oh God, I'm one, oh God, I'm
He didn't want any expectations, but that was the best yet. I want to thank all the entertainers that performed tonight.